It smells wonderful.
He said it's your natural.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have lotion on. Like my.
He was making smell.
I don't know. It's something. It smells really good.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
It smells really good.
It's my natural essence.
Yeah.
Sophie got the good smells.
Let me
George got the
check. Okay. That's not
Sophie
no
always smells good, though. She always smells good.
Because I take showers
take showers
every day. Maybe 2 or 3.
You take a lot of showers.
It's an illness.
Sophie got that good smells. George got the good smells.
Yeah.
We got the, I was gonna say Tic Tacs, but they're not Tic Tacs.
They're not.
They're
Tic Tacs.
Lisha got the good smell. Ooh. David got the good smell. Ooh. Alfield got the good smell.
Hey. Dun 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 dun. One day we're gonna have a rapper on here. They can freestyle for us.
Period.
Okay.
What it do? We are back. Ghost Podcast,
Once
episode
again,
4, season 3.
Crazy.
Crazy. Summer's here. Well, for some, summer's almost over, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
it's warm today.
It is. I ain't mad at it though, because it's been raining.
It has.
So it's like, is this fall or summer? Which way are we doing?
Very rainy.
It's definitely still summer.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm happy for that. But before we get to our special guest, how are you guys?
I'm great.
George?
I'm sorry.
I mean,
I couldn't wait to say I'm great.
Sophie just jumped in. Come here, I'm good. That's all that matters.
It was right. You said it before. I could even.
I don't know what the matter on this show.
Okay, relax. That's not true.
It's a Sophie show.
Oh man, the shenanigans have begun. I'm good. How are
George,
you,
how are you today?
I'm good. Good. Let's move on though. Sophie, how are you?
Oh my god, I'm dying.
I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all.
You said I was quiet earlier, so now I'm not quiet now. How are you doing, Sophie?
You said the energy is different.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, oh man.
Let's move on.
Oh man.
I'm crying.
Oh snap! Oh snap!
What is going on? We got
other sounds out.
This
This is crying.
This is just a precursor to our interview will be today, y'all. We're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. I'm just like, what?
But yeah, so we
Are you
have.
okay? Okay.
I cannot.
All right. This is definitely gonna be a good one today.
Let's reel it in. We got so much time.
He had to sit himself down.
Please
Like,
excuse us. We did that, man. Whoa.
But yeah, so we have a special guest in the building. Your favorite bestie, radio personality,
Yes.
MC,
Yes.
podcaster,
Yes.
Actress,
Yes. Yeah, man.
yeah,
She
the
does
one
it
and
all.
only Lisha B.
Hey.
I was trying not to laugh this entire time.
Yes.
How are you
Just
today?
don't know how to.
You know, I feel giggly now after all that.
The energy has turned up for sure.
Oh my gosh, we are so happy to have you today.
I'm happy to be here. I listen to y'all, so I'm hyped.
So this is your first ever interview, correct?
Yeah, for the most
Which
part,
is
yeah.
crazy. After
Really?
interviewing,
That's weird.
I don't really get
So
to
many
be on
people.
this side of the mic like this, so it's a little unusual.
We're honored for that. We would be your first.
absolutely. But so I know we connected. Was it last year?
My brain is not braining.
I feel like it was
so-
last year-ish about possibly doing a photo shoot.
Yeah.
But
Oh, that's how you guys connected?
mhm,
Wow. I love
Shout
that.
out to the IGs. But yeah, like I think we have just developed a good friendship, with us and Sophie and the whole squad here over the last couple months. So it's good to have you. But let's get into a little bit of everything that you do. But first, like, so you're originally from DC?
Yes.
Came to Grand Rapids
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Crazy. But yeah, so just kind of get into us. I guess start with your journey into, radio, music, all that kind of stuff. Like, how did that start for you?
Well, I originally went to college for criminal justice because my entire childhood I wanted to be a juvenile justice lawyer or, criminal minds baddie as a BAU agent. And, maybe in my next life that will actually happen. But in college, my freshman year, me and my roommate were just real goofy. And we would always just talk mess to people. And at that college, they had a radio station that wasn't just like in the college, like you hear it in the cafeterias and stuff. It was also on the actual radio. And people were like, oh, you should probably do it and just see what happens. And we were like, okay. I mean, we goofy. We want people to hear us anyways. Let's do it. Right. And once I cracked the mic the first time, I was like, ooh, okay. I like the sound of my voice. Whoa.
Oh, my gosh.
And then I was like, okay, let's figure out if I can make this a career. And I have ever since and changed my major immediately.
Wow.
Really? Whoa.
So
That's a big leap.
The interesting thing is, like, I know a lot of people don't like the sound of their voice when they first hear it. So, like, that's like...
Yeah, now crazy. I don't, though.
Oh.
Like, because I hear it so much and I am my worst critic. So I'm like, ooh, I could have said that a little better. Like, Alicia, why you say that like that? So now I don't really listen to myself.
Hilarious.
Yeah, 'cause you have the
That's
perfect
awesome.
radio voice.
Oh, thank you.
Really do.
She really does.
Perfect radio voice.
Thank you.
And perfect radio name.
Yeah,
I might say. Like, I know your name is Alicia Brown, but for you to just make it Lisha B, like...
Yeah, because I mean, the whole thing about what I wanted to do is I didn't want to be like a caricature of who I was, and I wanted to feel as natural as possible, because even on bad days, I wanted it to feel like, okay, we can make this through. Like, if you're going through a bad day, I'm going through one, let's just do it together. Right. Especially because people take the time out of their day to listen to me. I wanted it to be as personable as possible. So the best way to make it still personable but keep things, somewhat separate was still having some sort of part of my name. So
Right. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. I mean, side note, like, the only reason I listen to the radio now is because of you. So
thanks.
just put that out there. But like, talk about like your, like early work in radio, and then kind of transition to Grand Rapids.
So I technically started out with a podcast, The Lituation Room, because I wanted to just do it on my own terms. I wanted to be the person that came up with the concept, produced it all and everything. I ran that for 2 years, and I was having daily conversations with artists or just regular people just to make them not only have a platform, but to allow them to be humanized. Because I feel like a lot of artists are on these pedestals and the spectacle, and I wanted to bring it down to, a more humility based. And for other artists who wanted to be like these people, they could, see themselves in them. And then I was like, okay, I want to take this into radio. I got into Intercom in Virginia Beach, and I worked as a promotions assistant, where I was like working like 12-hour days, doing grunt work of like going out to the different events that we were doing in like hot beach weather. And I interned a bunch. I interned at Ryan Seacrest Studios in North Carolina, and 102 Jams in North Carolina. Okay. And then I was able to go back home, thankfully, and worked at Radio 1 DC, which is the station that I grew up listening to. So I was able to like work every single day with legends that I listened to every single day. That's like crazy. I was able to listen to people like Russ Parr, who's on the same level as Tom Joyner. And working with all of these great people who are now like my colleagues is very weird. Right. And then I was like, okay, cool. I was producing Russ Parr's show, which is a syndicated show. And I was like, okay, I like being behind the scenes, but I want to at least try to be the person that's on the mic, see if I can really do it. And it's actually a funny story how I got this job. It was like a random like January night. I was sitting in my living room, and it was like 12 o'clock on the dot. I remember this because it was so uncanny. I believe in God, but I felt a spirit tell me to just open my laptop and just apply to jobs. So I applied to Town Square Media as a whole. I applied to New Jersey, and I went through the whole process because their process is so long, child. And I made it all the way to the end, but they didn't choose me. But the people that I worked with and I interviewed with were all like, yeah, we're not going to like let you go, because if we let you go, you're going to be our competition, and that's going to be kind of bad for us. So they found a job here for me, and that's how I got here.
Really?
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's good, though. You made quite the impression.
Hey, what can I say?
That's crazy.
That's amazing.
So you work where at now?
I work at Magic 104.9 here in Grand Rapids, but I also work at 105.1 The Block in Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Wow.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually just got my second #1 down there, like last week.
Obviously. Like, how could you not?
You know.
Hey, talk
That's
about
awesome.
it. Talk about it. That's crazy. So how does that work with the two?
Yeah.
Like,
So essentially, they hear the same show that you would hear here, except when I'm talking about local things here, I'm talking about local things there. So every segment is the same. I just record them at the same time. I will record my like bigger segments and then do all of my talkovers live here, but I'll do them recorded there because my show is at the exact same time.
got you.
So
Is that confusing?
Yeah.
I mean, it could be, and it was at first, but I think I'm just gotten a rhythm of being able to just switch and being able to do it. And I typically do Alabama first, just so I can like get it all out the way. And then I'll record and do everything for Grand Rapids because I live here. I can change things whenever I want to or go live whenever I want to. For Tuscaloosa, I can't really go live. So I want to make sure that's perfect before I even think about Grand Rapids first.
So, if I could ask, how long is a shift for you?
So...
And like take us through like a day to day.
Yeah.
Okay. So typically shifts can be anywhere from 4 to 5 hours. Mine is 4.
Okay.
So I'm on here from 3 to 7 and down there from 2 to 7. So my slot down there is 5 hours. And typically throughout a day, I get in at 9:30 because, baby, I'm not waking up any earlier than that. And the first half of my day is actually consistent of like promotions because I'm also the promotions director for all 5 stations for Tuscaloosa. For Town Square Media, Grand Rapids.
You're a machine. Look at you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're working on 2 different time zones.
Yeah.
Right.
So I handle the promotions, give out tickets when needed. If I'm putting on an event for any of the stations, I kind of work with that for probably the first 3 hours of my shift. Around 12, I'll start prepping my show, which is I have a Google Doc every single day. It's a new one where I will plug in the things that I want to talk about because I like to go off the cuff but have some sort of structure. So if there's things going on in pop culture, or I have a segment called Belong to the Streets where essentially it's just you're dumb, let's rant about it. Or like, you've done something dumb, let's talk about it. Or sometimes I have listeners who will like put in their own Belongs to the Streets if they're having a bad day at their boss, or like their baby daddy didn't want to talk to them today. So I'll have things like that where I'll have like many topics that I want to talk about and just go off the cuff of that. And then around 1 o'clock, I'll start recording Tuscaloosas. And that takes me maybe 30 minutes if I've prepared well. And then around 1:30, 2 o'clock, I am recording Grand Rapids. And then from there, I'm doing Grand Rapids all day.
Oh my girl. That takes a lot. I feel like a lot of discipline.
Yeah, for sure. Especially because I don't have a producer. Some bigger shows have, a whole slew of a team. It's just me. I'm the social. I'm the producer. I come up with the concepts. I'm on the air. So anything that you see that is Lisha B on Magic or in Alabama, it's me doing it.
Did you have to work to get that type of freedom, or did you just, when you got the job, did they just say, hey, okay, we're going to hand the reins to you, or did you have to earn that from the company or whatever?
I think with this one, just because it's more of a, dare I say, white, like dominated company, they didn't really know like what to do. So they were kind of like, do what you can, and if we think it's bad, we'll tell you.
Oh, wow.
So I do have a lot of freedom. Tuscaloosa, thankfully, I have an amazing boss, Mary Kay, who allows me to just do what I want, but she'll perfect it. She was the one who, typically with radio, you don't want to talk too long because then people get bored. So typically for her rule of thumb is no longer than a minute. And she like critiqued me down where she was looking at my show being like, that's a minute and 2 minutes. Why were you talking for a minute and 20 seconds? What was that? So I've like now been able to like perfect getting the entire story across, getting you a hook in a minute.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to good bosses.
Come on now.
Can I ask you this, and this might be a little bit off script. What's driving you? Because you obviously, listening to you, it seems like you have an end game.
Yeah.
What is your end game? Because something's driving you to produce at this level. You're
great
working
question.
at a high level here.
Thank you.
You obviously are producing at a high level. You're consistent, disciplined. What is your end game?
My end game is to be well known in my field. I don't want to be famous by any means.
Right.
You are famous now.
I guess.
Yes.
But my end goal is to be well respected, be on like Entertainment Tonight, hosting red carpets. And then a big dream that I have is to create an award show that puts mainstream and underground artists on the same platforms, so that Drakes of the world can still see that there's obviously people who are just as good as Drake, but just don't have the same acclaim. So hopefully one day that will work.
So I believe it. I mean, right now, what is something missing in radio? What is missing in that field?
I just think that not only is it the lack of people like knowing that radio still exists. Like I literally just saw a post about how radio is dominating over streaming right now still. Wow. And I was like, well, y'all say radio is dead and it's not, baby. So that, but I also just miss the radio that I grew up on. I think there were a lot of skits, a lot of just funny community. And in order for you to know things that were happening in the community, you had to go to the radio. And if you wanted to get tickets, you had to go to the radio, just some sense of community is missing. And I think that with the small community that is listening to me, I think that we're getting somewhere, but I do think that we're missing the camaraderie and the community aspect of radio. Because radio can't work without the people listening and tuning in and wanting to hear what you have to say.
Right. Facts. So obviously you've interviewed who knows how many amount of people at this point. Can you can you take us through, I guess, what you would say is the art of an interview? Like all the things that you feel like are key into, interviewing people, and that process and all those things.
Yeah.
Well,
and what's your allotted time? Like when you interview people?
Yeah.
Typically with like the bigger artists, I maybe get 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah. So you have to research well. I study all of the interviews that I can find from them so that I don't ask them the same questions that they've heard a billion times, because I wouldn't want to be asked the same question. Like, so what inspired you to make this song? Like, it's the same stuff. So I try to just research as much as possible, find things that I think that we bond on, so that on rip, when they come in, they know that like I'm for them. I'm not here to get any viral moment. If it happens, cool. Then, but I want them to feel like a human. Like I'm not treating them as a commodity. And then I think that the biggest thing is just being like not only ready, but realizing that there's more to just asking a question. Not only do you have like preset questions, but most of the time I'm listening actively when they're talking to me, because maybe something that they said triggers something. So not being so scripted is probably the best advice I can give for interviewing, just because you never know, something may come, and that's the moment that like, ooh, that just changed the entire dynamic of the interview. We got to hit on that. And if you don't hit on that, there'll be people in the comments talking about, she's not a good interviewer. So I think for me, it's just researching so much to the point where it's like I'm finding the true questions that they haven't been asked before. And also remembering that it's not about me. Like I could want to talk or ask a question that the audience doesn't want to know. So making sure that you are catering to your audience and not yourself.
Good. That's good. Can we ask you on the spot, what is a golden or unknown celebrity moment, like an awkward celebrity interview moment that you can talk about?
That's a good question.
No, but I don't want to say it like it's an awkward or embarrassing one, but just like a moment that you were like, wow.
Yeah.
During an interview.
It's probably my
so obviously there is one.
I think it was more so like awkward for me more than them, just because if anyone knows me, my musical soul father is Musiq Soulchild. And I was able to talk to him, and because I tried to like break the ice or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
I tell this hilarious story, at least I think it's hilarious, about how I was trying to break into his concert in New Orleans and I wasn't old enough to get into the House of Blues. So I was telling him this story.
Oh,
And I could just hear that, like, he was so excited, but at the same time, he was like, this woman is crazy. So he was so gracious and being like, oh no, like, I thank you so much for your love, but I could just hear his, like, his, like,
Girl, why would
story.
you try to break into my concert?
get me out of here.
Yeah, but it ended up being, like, the best way to break ice because it was like, okay, I just made myself awkward to the biggest person in my life. And, and I'm like, okay, cool. Now anything else that I say, chill.
Like, I can't go deeper than
Broke
Right.
the ice. Yeah,
Right.
good.
And I think it goes back to what you said about like the relatability. It's like, okay, I have a real life story that relates to
Yeah.
you,
Still.
even though it doesn't, you might not have
Right.
known.
Right.
But that's still, that works.
It adds that human touch.
Yeah.
I mean, 10 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
how do
It's
you
not
not
that
make
much.
that feel like transactional?
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
It's good. That's very good.
sharing and embarrassing. Something like that. We'll do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Funny.
Oh man. So you mentioned about like the moments of interviewing people and how like, actively listening. Can you tell us about like a time when you felt like you did that really well and it worked out, and a time where you might have like missed on a moment?
Okay. I can think of the last interview I just did. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't because I just forgot her name. Oh, no, I didn't. I was interviewing Lori Ann Gibson. She's like a huge choreographer. She's worked with Diddy and
Making the
Beyonce.
Band.
Yeah. She was on Making the Band, child. We're not going to get into that because I don't like that man.
Right.
But I feel like I was actively listening with her and just hearing the little nuances of like, not only was she creating this show on Hulu that is more so for costumers and understanding the idea of like tour design. But I was like, ooh, there's some gem in there that I don't think she realizes that she's about to say. So I was like, I know a lot of people are probably focusing on the fact that this show is about costuming and preparing for a tour.
Right.
But what idea do you think that preparing for something huge like this can still be synonymous with preparing for something in your own day-to-day life? And she gave like really good advice where I was like, ooh, not you preaching to me that I needed to hear that. So I think that was the best moment. And then another moment, I can't remember who I was talking to, and that's probably a good thing because I didn't prepare as much as I probably should have, just because my brain was on other things instead of being focused on the assignment that I had. And I just feel like that interview wasn't the best just because I didn't do my research. I didn't have planned questions. I didn't really know the artist or like tap into their music even a little. So that's why I'm saying like it's important to listen to the stuff that they're putting out because you can maybe ask a funny question or a serious question about their lyrics. I didn't think that I was super prepared. So I went into it as a very bland interview. So I don't think that one's out, thankfully.
We may never know.
Yeah.
So you recently, well, I guess kind of recently, interviewed the VP.
Yeah, I
which
did.
might be our next president.
I know.
Really?
Yeah, I interviewed her twice.
Twice, right? Right.
Look at you, superstar. Nice.
Big famous.
Yes,
We're
big
best
fan.
friends or whatever.
Stop playing.
Congratulations.
Stop playing.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
But yeah, like talk us through that process, like the first interview, the second interview, like all that. and how that came about.
So, they came to me.
Period.
Which was a very like
Obviously.
huge
Crazy.
moment for me. I remember
gosh.
coming into work and my boss walking in, which my boss never ever walks
that's how you
in.
knew.
So I was like, "Oh, am I in trouble, child? Like, what did I say on the
What'd I
radio?"
do? Yeah.
And he was like, "So, that you interview a lot of people all the time. Have you ever like wanted to like interview a vice president ever in your life?" And I'm like, I mean, sure. Like, who wouldn't want to interview a vice
Yeah.
president? And he was like, "Well, do you have some time tomorrow to like interview Vice
Casually?
President Kamala
Do
Harris?"
you have some time?
And I was like, "Are you being so for real right now?" And he was like, "Yeah, no, check your email." And it was an email from her team here in Michigan and asking specifically for Lisha B to
Oh my
interview her.
gosh.
And I
Congrats.
freaked out. Thank you. I had 24 hours to get my life together and figure out questions. And typically with these like high profile people, they give you questions to ask. This time around, they didn't give
They didn't
any
give you
questions.
questions?
Wow.
They gave parameters of like, hey, she's focusing on her tour about not ending abortion, and making sure that gender rights were equality and all of that. So I was like, okay, make sure I want to talk about that, but also, baby, this upcoming election is probably something we should talk about as well.
Right. Maybe before she was even
but completely before, but it was still a huge moment. Yeah. And then I also just wanted to ask her about her bust down. Like, come on now, girl. Like, that silk press is nasty work. So I came up with my questions, and we had a kiki. We were kicking. Like, it was a great time. And I was like, okay, we'll probably never do that again. And I just moved on with my life. And then maybe like a month later, they were like, yeah, so we want you to interview her again because she had a great time. Wow. And we want to interview you. We want to talk about like Juneteenth. And there's something going on in Grand Rapids right now that you're hosting tonight, right? Wow. And I was like, oh my God, this is Kamala Harris? No. What I'm doing on social media? Like, what's happening right now?
She follows you.
I know, like, what?
Crazy.
So we did an interview specifically about Juneteenth, the upcoming election, and then I shot my shot being like, hey girl, like, I'm from DC, like, I could pull up and like come meet you. And she was like, yeah girl, like, pull up and come to the White House and we'll take a tour. And I was like, don't you play with me, Vice President Harris, because I will fly right now.
Hey, if you need a behind the scenes photographer, let me know.
Yeah, I got you, friend. I got you.
But anyway.
But yeah.
That's crazy.
That is amazing.
So how do you pull yourself together to?
Yeah, what's the prep? What's the prep night?
Yeah, exactly. How do you literally, as a room full of artists here, how do you pull your mind together to focus your questions and not just be all over the place and ask these pointed questions, and not just sit there. Just goo goo gaga.
Right.
And especially because you have a little bit more freedom than normal interviews.
Yeah.
Let me get across what needs to get across, but be creative in my questioning. How do you do that?
Well, one, I pooped my pants, not for real, but like I was shaking the entire time, like from the moment that I heard I was interviewing her to the moment that we ended the interview.
Right.
And thankfully, I am surrounded by great human beings. Like I called my mama and was like, "Mama, what am I supposed to do? Like, how do I handle this situation?"
That's really good.
And then I'm blessed to have Black women journalists who just know how to handle business.
That's good stuff.
We're in a group chat. My besties, my girl talks from the National Association of Black Journalists.
Nice.
Okay. And they set me up. Like I was like, girls, what do I say? How do I convey what I want to say? How do I make sure that I'm hitting on the fact that I don't want to tell people who to vote for, but also I want to tell people who to vote for.
Right.
And also making sure that it's still like a cute moment because I bet that she's always so like structured and never really having a chance to like let her hair down. Like, come on, girl, like you're Black. Let's have a kiki. Right. So they set me up with like great topics to get on. Like my friend Danielle literally helped me with my questions, and without them I really would not have been able to get through that interview at all. And I was still shaking the entire time. I was like, did I do good? Like, what's happening right now?
So your community pulled you in.
Takes us
That's good.
For sure.
That is good.
Well, because politics is a totally different language.
Exactly.
So,
and all I talk about is the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. I don't talk about what's going on. Like, I don't talk about political structures. So I also wanted to make sure that I was knowledgeable. So I had to do my own homework and be like, what are the policies that they're trying to push? Do I agree with them or do I not? Does Michigan agree with them? Will my target audience that I talk to every day even care about this interview? So I had to think of all that. So that's why my brain was just like, how do I do this? Yeah.
Wow.
Right. That's crazy.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Who knows?
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I hope so, child. Now that she's Harris for president, you know.
Right.
That's a major milestone for your career.
Yes.
That's a major milestone.
It's something I definitely did not think. Again, God has been blessing me with so many things that like I did not expect to happen in such a short amount of time. I've only been on commercial air for a year and a half.
Crazy.
So
Crazy.
People are always asking me like, what's your next goal? And I'm like, baby, I don't know. It's whatever God puts on my plate at this point.
New goals at this point.
Right. Because I'm like, everything that I thought, like getting number ones, having high profile interviews, feeling confident in what I do, loving what I do. I'm like, all right, check,
Right.
cool,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Like, God, what are we doing today? Because I don't really know.
good.
I love that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Living in your passion.
Yes.
You've done a bunch of interviews.
Yes.
EP, Musiq. Can you give us, I don't want to say a top 5 of like best to worst, but just like most memorable like 5 interviews that you've done to this point.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
Gotta get the list out.
I'm so sorry, friend. That probably messed up your audio. I'm so sorry.
When you interview so many different people, you got to bring the phone out.
No, really, because I just don't want to mess up. Obviously, my girl VP Harris. Musiq Soulchild for sure. Right. Roman Banks. Let me tell you, Roman Banks, you may not know him because he's like more Broadway, but he just ended his run as MJ on the MJ musical. Wow. So like getting to tap in with him was a moment because I've been watching him since he started Broadway, and being able to like talk to him and pick his brain was a moment in time. And then I got to meet him when he was here, and we got to talk for like hours and like eat food together. I was like, my gosh, awesome. Now we're kinfolk. Who else? Ooh, I think Ali Sadiq is probably also my favorite one because that was the most comfortable I've ever felt in an interview. Like he really took all of my questions and answered them. Like there's a moment in the interview where he's giving me like a sneak peek of what he's gonna give on tour, and we both have our glasses like down to our nose, like being like, "Oh, this is tea," and he was like really giving into my energy, and I was like, this is all I want is to feel like I'm best friends with people, even though they have no clue who I am. Yeah. So that was probably another one, and then just to round out number 5.
Well, before you go, let people on air know who Ali Sadiq is.
Oh, Ali Sadiq is an amazing comedian who not only talks about he talks about real things in a comedic way, but at the end of the day, you learn something. He has
storyteller.
Yeah, he's probably the best storyteller comedian out here, honestly, and I think he deserves so much more platform and respect than he does.
You a big fan, George? Like
to me, he's probably one of the best storytellers since Richard Pryor.
Yes, wow. I agree.
Yes,
I agree.
It's amazing
because his comedy isn't just let me get this joke off real quick. Nope. He can do that, but he has a story to tell, and in that story, there's funny moments. But at the end of the day, I felt like I learned something, and I was like only interviewing him for 20 minutes. And mind you, he's in his car having this interview with me, and I'm like, baby, park,
he is amazing.
Please. But yeah, and then probably the last one, I'll say tied, is Darren Big Baby Brand. Do y'all know him from MTV, Wildin' Out? Whoa. He is an alum from my college, so being able to like talk to him was a full circle moment.
That's crazy.
And we were also talking about Jiho, which is our homecoming there, and then I was able to meet him and like have a moment, and like he remembered me. And then speaking of also remembering me, my last favorite interview is Boss, and that's why they're like connected, because I love everything that is J. Cole. Jermaine Cole is my father. I go to Dreamville Fest every year.
Is a crazy statement.
Yeah, it's not true, but like it's true in my spirit, you know. I go to Dreamville Fest every year, and I love the entire Dreamville team. So the way that I was able to interview him is shout out to my girl Naya. She hooked me up with an interview very randomly. I left class to do this interview, and I asked him a question. Right, I asked him a question. He was like, "Oh, that's the best question I've gotten this entire time I've been an artist." And I was like, "Don't tell me that." And then so now every year we literally take a picture together when I am at Dreamville Fest.
Aww,
yeah,
that's nice.
So yeah, top 5. That was really hard. I'm not gonna.
How are you? She went through that like it was
no, because I had the phone ready. I was like, okay, let's go through.
Hey, you see that?
Rough number. How many interviews have you done?
Just mainstream artists or
just
like
in life?
Probably like 200. Because if we're including podcasts, which every single episode I did had another person on it.
Yeah.
Radio. And then interviews that never even made the light of day because I was just doing it for funsies. Because I had a great boss who was like, no, like, go ahead and take this interview. I'm done with this artist. Like, they have a few more minutes. See what you can do. So, yeah, probably like 200 at this point.
Wow.
Can I ask a clarifying question?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a woman of all trades.
Yeah.
Like, you literally do it all.
Thank you.
And I'm inspired. When you do things like in the community, is that something that you're pushing? Like, do you have a manager? Are you just like, are you self-rep?
That's all me.
Oh my God.
And it's purely because while radio is my love, I love what I do. At the end of the day, it's also something that makes me money. So at some point, it kind of loses a little bit of like the joy. Because at the end of the day, I got to make sure that my bosses are happy and the company's happy and the listeners are happy and I'm making money. So everything outside of radio, I'm doing for me because I want to have the passion that I completely have for radio without having someone tell me, oh, I have to do this. Like every show is because I chose to audition or I chose to go out. And every event that I host is people coming to me and I'm like, okay, that aligns with what I want to do. I can handle this. I can handle that crowd. Let's do it. So, yeah.
Well, that's amazing. Okay. I was just going to say that's amazing because, you know, what you said earlier in the interview today is your main goal is to bring community, like keep that connectedness right within the community. So you're doing that. That's fantastic. I love that. That's so awesome.
Facts. But can you talk about why that is important? Like having those other things outside of your job is important for you and in general?
Because I don't want to lose Alicia. With what I do, there's good, bad, ugly. I've experienced people yelling at me out of the station and because they didn't like something I said, or yelling at me because I didn't put them on the radio, or people, for me, a lot of people call me a local celebrity. I don't feel that way. And I don't want to have a big head, and I think that all goes down to who my uncle was. My uncle, rest in peace, my dad for sure. He was an NFL player, and hearing his story about how he wasn't drafted, like he was a walk-on, and like became one of the top paid offensive linemen ever. Hearing his story and the fact that like this entire time he was in the league, I knew that was a thing, but like that was still my uncle. We would play video games together. We would go to the gym together. He would tell me about myself. Like I respected the fact that on the outside to the world, he was this huge monster who would go on the field and handle business and get trophies and get plaques. But then at home, he wasn't different, but it was still like humanizing. And I was like, I think that was the best thing, having him in my life to prepare me for this, because I don't ever want to lose me, because people like what I do on the radio because I am me. Like everything that I tell my listeners, I'm going right back to telling my true besties. Like, that's why I call my listeners my besties, because they are. Like I share the ups, the downs, the goods, the bad, the ugly with them. And it's on the same type of tip. But at the same time, because I share so much, I do need to have like a separation at the end of the day. Because while I love y'all, you know, there's got to be some balance. So I just don't want to lose myself in this, because there can be a day that I don't have this platform. And I want to make sure that I'm okay and being able to pivot. I'm always a big proponent. Again, my mama and my uncle pushed that on me, as being able to, if this doesn't work, what are you going to do? Because you got to pivot. You got to figure it out. So I like having my hands in different pots, so that if one pot boils over, I still got these other four that's still working.
And you can't do that if you lose yourself in it.
Bingo. Message.
That's amazing.
So on the tip of things outside, you mentioned Broadway. Obviously, I know you know, you were actress out here doing your thing. But talk to us about like how the passion or drive came for doing, you know, that type of stuff.
In high school, I was surrounded by creative people who were always in theater doing shows, and I was like, okay, let's just do it. I was not only on stage, but I fell in love with behind the scenes, like creating the show that people see, from the lights to the sound to what's on the stage, what props they're using. I love creating a vision. So that was what I did in high school, but unfortunately, terrible people ruin things. And at the time, my theater people that were the powers that be kind of disrespected me a little. They were like that I wasn't, you know, set to be on stage. I didn't have the best singing voice. And I internalized that, because I was like 13 years old being told this. So I stopped acting like for 10 years. The first time that I started acting was literally last year with SpongeBob at Grand Rapids Civic Theater.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, you were in SpongeBob.
I was the mayor of Bikini Bottom.
You have no idea. I'm the biggest fan of SpongeBob.
I am too.
Like,
Really?
I wish I
did not
could
know
have
this.
saw that. Oh,
Now I know.
It was.
I gotta walk off set. This is insane. This is crazy. I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's literally one of my favorite shows I've ever done because that cast is my family to this day. But because of that, I think that the reason why I do it so hard now is just because, like, I lost 10 years of doing something that I love, and I don't want to experience that again. And finding my love into it is, at the same time, I can lose myself into it. I'm not Lisha when I'm on the stage. I'm that character.
Right.
And I get to tap into things that I never even thought about. Or a lot of times with the shows that I do choose, especially the one that I'm doing right now, Raising in the Sun, with Ruth Younger, there's so much depth in her that, like, I'm learning so much about myself trying to be that character and being like, oh, that's what my ancestors had to deal with. Like, imagine getting $10,000 and having 5 other people wanting that money for separate goals, but then being told that you don't deserve that money. Like, you don't deserve to have this house in this white established neighborhood. Like, being told that you're still not enough when you still have, when you have the equity to do so. So there's just so much nuance into it, but I can lose myself into it and allow myself for 2.5 hours to just not be me. And I think that a lot of people don't realize that they need that, or that that's what they're craving, is to be invisible for a few minutes and then come back. Because I don't know about y'all, but some days I do be wanting to go ghost. And that's my version of going ghost, is doing a show.
Yeah, definitely. I can agree to that because I feel like, just especially this year, my focus has been like just wanting to be off, and having our phones, it's just like you're on all the time. You're constantly on. People can
and with
text
what
you,
I do,
ping, call, ping.
And with what I do, I have
You
to
have to
always
be
be on
on.
social media, knowing what's happening,
We were
answering
just
people's
talking about
messages.
this.
And I would love to be able to take a day, or like people take these social media detoxes. I literally can't do that, or I won't be able to do my job.
Right. Well, and then you're experiencing it from a different dynamic, because I know a lot of people who like to read, and when you're reading a book, you do get lost in the book. That's part of the,
I love reading.
That's part of the, like, the feeling
experience,
of it, the experience. But now you're taking it to the next level because you're obviously been jumping back into it, but like playing these roles is a whole different ballpark. I didn't even think about like playing in the role and getting lost in it that way. That's crazy. That's awesome. That's really powerful, I feel like.
Can you like explain how that feels like on stage?
Yeah.
For people that like have never done that before.
Is it like high vibration? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is it very like, is it tense, or is it like?
It depends on the show. It depends on the show for sure. I think with more shows like Raising in the Sun and like Clyde's and stuff, it's a lot more tense. For SpongeBob, it's a lot more fun. But it also depends on the cast. I'm not gonna lie, because if the cast synergy is off, the entire momentum is off. And then the feeling of the crowd is different. Because you are their journey. Like, you are showing them how to feel. Like, my director, Misha Gross, oh my God, period. She explained it to us as actors, we are puppet masters. So whatever we're doing, however our facials are coming off, however energy we're giving to the crowd is how they're going to feel. So if we're trying to give like a spooky type of vibe, that's exactly what the audience is going to feel. So whatever I'm doing has got to be on par with how I want them to feel. And it's just, when you know that you've got the audience in a trance where like they've forgotten every single thing that's happening in the world, and like they've forgotten that their babysitter is like calling them or something.
They
like,
lost too, right?
They're lost with you. And then having the moment where like you come out and you meet them as you, they're like, whew. Like, hearing the reviews after that moment is something crazy. And maybe that's just the Leo in me, but I don't know. It's a transformative moment. It's like everything else outside of that black box or that theater doesn't matter.
Wow.
That's powerful. I love that so much.
Yeah, but even like with the audience losing themselves, and because I've been to shows where it's like, oh my gosh, like everything else it doesn't even exist anymore. You mentioned earlier about like things that you learned about yourself from different roles. Can you give us like 2?
I think that especially with this one, because the turnaround with when I got jumped into it, I only had 2 weeks to learn this script, which is the shortest amount of time I've ever had to learn something. They started rehearsals end of June.
Oh wow!
So you have maybe a month and a half sometimes. So 2 weeks, crazy. Yeah. But it proved to me that I can do anything. Like if I really sit down and like really work my butt off, I can handle anything. I can handle pressure, and I think that pressure makes diamonds, and I'm able to know my limit, I think, with this show. And something else is that I didn't think that I was an actor. I didn't think that I could consider myself an actress, especially because like I talked to all these amazing actors who are on Broadway every single day for 8 nights. I talked to people who are on television, but doing what I do and doing it at the level that we're doing it and doing it as consistently as we're doing it, even though it's community theater, I'm still an actor. And thankfully, those people who are in the community theater space here have all told me that. And it took people being like, no, girl, like you be acting. And I'm like, nah, like it's just funsies. No, like just because it may be a lower level than you believe does not negate what you are. Which is why when people are like, I'm an aspiring blah, blah, blah. No, you're not. You are it.
Right. If you're doing it,
if you're already doing it, you are that. Like you are an actor. You are a radio personality. It is not an aspiring anything. If you have something that you're already doing, that is you, regardless of what level it is.
Right.
So that was probably the 2 that I've learned so far.
Oh my goodness.
Boom, bam.
You're amazing.
I try.
So I know you also host, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a dream host gig?
Oh my gosh. Would love to host like a music festival, like Coachella-ish. Like
Dreamville.
If Dreamville pulls up and says, "Yeah, girl, we need you," I'm there. And then I have always loved 106 in Park. Rest in peace to 106 in Park, for real.
Yes.
What a time.
What a time.
Yes,
and then
It was.
it's crazy because Terrence J is also an alum from my university as well.
Oh, wow.
So I would love if they would just nicely bring that back. I mean, they brought TLR back.
Yeah.
I mean, not TLR, TRL.
They brought that back?
They did for a short amount of time.
Okay. I feel like the world needs 106.
Yeah, I would love.
With all the things that are just like.
I agree.
4:00 every day.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
That would be like if I was
like kids
able
would sit down and watch that.
Right. If I would able to have a show on television that is essentially inspired by 106 in Park, that would be my dream for sure.
That would be so cool.
It's a beautiful time in history, people.
Yeah.
I feel like we got the resources.
Right.
I feel like the resources are here.
Hey. I agree. All the pieces are here. It's just, it's one of those if, ands, or buts.
Exactly.
Make it happen, but
Team, yeah.
that would be crazy. So you've obviously interviewed a lot of people, a lot of local artists, music. How would you describe the Grand Rapids music scene from your perspective?
Ooh.
Y'all gonna get me in trouble. I think, I think that there are amazing, talented people here in Grand Rapids, like Sunny Ski, Jelena, like Speedy. Like, there's just so much talent in Grand Rapids. Do not get me wrong. I think that
Here's the but.
the issue is that they're fixing this. Like, certain people are fixing this, but I think that the competition got a little too wild in people's heads. Is that it's not
like
against,
people are being too competitive
against each other instead of competing with each other to make a scene. I mean, I think that's why cities like Detroit and Atlanta and DC and LA, they have their own music scheme, and yes, they compete with each other, but it's still a camaraderie. I mean, we saw that all happen at Kendrick Lamar's pop out concert. Like, he brought the hood together. Like, people who would never associate with each other ever in life came together in the power of music.
Right.
That's crazy. So I feel like that is what is missing. Again, it is being cultivated. It's a slow move. But I think that there is an idea that I'm better than so-and-so, so I don't need them. But it's like, you don't know who knows who and who knows what.
Right.
Because connections are very simple. Like, the connections I have alone, I don't talk about who I'm connected to and what entities I'm connected to. But with what I do, I'm connected to labels. I'm connected to people at them labels who are connected to the artists that may be listening to you. Because a lot of the times, a lot of Grand Rapids artists don't realize I be sending music to labels all the time. People that I find like interesting, or a song that moved me, or I'm like, ooh, that's a bar right there. I'm sending it to labels so that they are being watched and stuff. So I think that the competition and the lack of like, let's do this together while still thinking of me. But like, let's make Grand Rapids bigger. But again, humbly have to say one last time before somebody comes to me and says, what is she talking about? It is slowly but surely working, y'all. Thank you.
Just so y'all get it right. So y'all get it right.
I always say that about Grand Rapids. We're still in the infancy stage of so much, the economics, the creativity.
Yeah.
Just so many parts of us we're still learning.
Yeah.
We're still learning.
Yeah.
But we have to get out of that. We have to get out of that. I mean, it's been long enough.
Yes. But, you know, hey, progress is progress at the end of the day.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks. All right. Now, for the people that want to know, how do you get your song on the radio, and how do you not get your song on the radio?
Well, it's different with every situation, for sure.
Absolutely.
But I will say, in order to get your stuff on the radio, you have to come correct.
Right.
And come correct meaning professionally, and also coming correct with your product.
Absolutely.
I should not have to search to find your music, babe. If you're an artist, why am I not seeing your music on social media? Why is it that there have been times where people say that they're an artist and there's nothing on their social media, like no posts at all? I'm like,
do you even exist?
Like, what's the vibe?
Right.
Like, it's not giving Beyonce, babe. I love you so much, but like, you can't be an artist and not have anything to show for it. And also, again, I just don't have the time to go and Google you and find out everything.
Right.
Again, I'm talking about Sonny Ski because he came correct. He had an EPK ready for me. An EPK is an electronic music pack, which is essentially a PDF of literally everything about you, from a bio to your music links to your YouTube, every place that you've performed, what your stats are on social platforms.
Your music resume,
essentially, yeah, it's literally your music resume, where I can use this and have a snapshot of who you are. And if I choose to go deeper, I choose to go deeper.
Right.
But I literally used his EPK for our entire interview and was like, okay, cool. I was provided with enough information to know that not only do you take yourself as a business, but you see the value of me and my time, so that you made it easy for me to make it easy for you.
Come on the show.
So, yeah. So it's like, if you call yourself an artist, say that you are a business, handle yourself accordingly. And then if things don't work in the time frame that you think it should work, does not mean that things are not working behind the scenes.
Or they're not working at all.
Exactly. At the end of the day, I got big wigs to answer to. I can't be playing everything I want to play. And just because I rock with it, don't mean that it rocks with the station and the format. And just because your homie says it sounds good doesn't mean that it sits well with.
Hey,
because for real, like, if your quality and the word choices are not on the same level as the people that I'm playing on the station every day, there's no way I'm putting you on. If you sound like you recorded it in your bathroom stall, like, babe, what do you expect me to do?
Right.
It's giving not even a play from my Spotify.
Ever.
Like, what are we doing?
And I think on that, like, I think what you're talking about is, like, you need to have people that are listening to your stuff. And I'm just saying from a general aspect of artists.
George, you're crying.
You need to have people outside of your close community that can give you an honest opinion, that can give you an honest
constructive criticism, and then being able to handle it and fix and taking that constructive criticism and pivoting with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, just because I tell you it don't sound good, and if I give you things to do to make it sound better, and you don't come back to me making it sound better, I feel like I just wasted my time.
Right.
Like, what are we doing? So yeah, I just say, as an artist, as anybody who is out here trying to make a name for themselves, structure yourself as a business, handle yourself accordingly. If you want to be taken seriously, take yourself seriously.
Right.
Simple. That's the
And if
recipe.
you don't know how to, find people to help you.
Ask.
Yeah.
Do those things, which I think is I think it's just essential to be an artist, is having community, having people around you that you
Set
can,
the ego aside.
right.
And then also radio, like while radio is great, also tap in with the DJs. Because I be having DJs on the station all the time with like the big holiday stuff, which is like the money drivers, where people are always listening during the holiday because they don't want to have to play their own cookout music. Because the playlists don't be playlisting right. So that's why I'm helping them by playlisting for them, you know? So if you can get in with a DJ, they can spin your music right there without me having to know.
Right.
Or they can be spinning your music out here at their events, and now you got
all the people that are there, right?
and
Like,
new fans being like, "Hey, DJ, who's that?"
Yeah.
You just got a whole new audience, just right there.
Yeah.
So don't just tap in with me, tap in with the DJs, please.
Message.
Like
That's true.
DJ Benny's Fly Trap,
Talk about
DJ
it.
Composition, DJ D Child, all these
Talk
people.
about it.
There's plenty of people who are tapping into R&B, house, rap. Like there's plenty of people who can also spin your music.
People that spin everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, all kinds of different people.
Everywhere.
Yep. Yeah, stop going head to head.
Yeah,
Come
community.
together.
Exactly.
Bam. I mean, that's it right there. Yeah. I think that's really good. Thank you.
Is that for you, friend? Are you trying to put your song on the radio?
Oh, I ain't got no song. I know. I just know people that be
Let me
doing
find out
music.
you were recording without me in the studio.
Oh, you want to feature on my
I got some bars for
my
you.
poetry EP? When I drop it
Period.
One
Go on,
day.
Sophie.
one day?
It's giving
Any
snap,
kind
snap,
of
snap,
bars you
snap.
need, I can
You
find
could
them.
get an intro, a little interlude, a little
Alicia said snap, 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 snap.
little ASMR
I
at
want
the
snap credits.
Yes.
end. Right.
Let's play a beat right now.
That's funny.
All right, chill.
Hey, we might have to end on something. That'd be
I'm just
crazy.
giving ideas. I want my A&R cred when it happens.
No,
Thank you so
literally.
much.
Hey, I'm gonna tap in all the people that need to be tapped in. But outside of the things that you're doing, do you have any other aspirations, dreams?
Because you're
that be?
giving world dominance right now.
Thank you.
And that can be in the vein of what you're already doing now, but also it could be other things.
I mean, I want to take radio as far as I can. I want to.
Where would that be?
I don't know. Like,
Worldwide.
speaking of worldwide, I would love to be on radio in London. Oh,
Yes.
oh.
Why is that? Why is that?
London radio is just different. Like
Isn't it?
they have they have the community aspect. Radio is just much more respected over there. They can be a little bit more free with what they say because the FCC ain't on them.
Okay.
And there's just a lot more fun in what I've been seeing over there. So if anyone just wants to pull me over the pond, I'll fly. I got my passport. It's stamped.
But isn't radio more respected out on the West Coast and the East Coast too? I mean,
It's respected in the big cities like New York and LA and DC. Because coming from DC and then coming here, I was like, dang, people don't listen. Like, I listen to my radio all the time at home.
Yeah,
I be keying with them people.
yeah.
So yeah, I think it's probably bigger cities, but it's much more respected over there in the UK for sure.
Okay.
And then I don't really have like major goals that come to mind. I just want to be happy, bro. Like
That's real.
my
That's
mom has
important.
always
That's
put in
real.
my spirit that like whatever I do at the end of the day, I got to be happy with it.
Yeah.
And even on the days where like I do not want to crack no mic, because there are days where I will be honest, I'm talking on air and I just finished crying before I turned on the mic. So even on days like that, I'm still like, I love it though.
Right.
And the moment that I feel like I don't love it anymore, I'll graciously, humbly hang up my mic.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Anything around like artists and management and tours? And
I've thought about it for
like that?
sure, because there's been like an artist who I've worked with previously. I mean, I helped develop her music video from up here. Shout out to C. Andrea. Shout out to my partner in crime, Nick. We were able to construct from ground zero with her music video. and kind of be her team and cultivate. But at the same time, I think that's because I have so much belief in her that in order for me or any artist manager to be there, you've got to like humbly believe in them more than they believe in themselves. Because you are their pitch. Like you do everything for them. So if you don't believe in them more than you believe in the Lord than they believe in themselves, you're not a good manager. You're not going to help them succeed. So I don't want to say that I can be a manager or like assist artists until that artist shows up. So I'm not going to say no, but it's got to be a special person. And I'm an R&B girl. So you got to be able to have the package. Like if you are a Victoria Monet, Janelle Monet, like Ari Lennox, Lucky Day, like Keon Dixon, like then maybe we could talk. But until I get a special gem like that, I think I'm going to humbly just interview you for sure.
You'll get the interview though.
Yeah. You'll get the interview, but it's not getting me helping further than that.
And you got to know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
You can't just take anything.
Yeah. My name holds weight, so I'm not gonna promote somebody and then degrade my name.
No way. No.
Yeah, I'm good on that. I don't even talk like this for real, but I'm just gonna say it.
Maybe you should.
Yeah. People come here and start talking they stuff.
Yeah, they do.
I love it. I love the energy. And her birthday's coming up, so
maybe that's also why.
When's your birthday?
August 8th, 8/8, period.
She's dropping a whole photo album.
Oh, yeah. I saw that online.
A thread. I need every
one for each day.
No. Yeah, one for each day.
Oh,
yeah.
for real? Oh, snap.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Keep the energy up.
I was saying the whole month, but
honestly, I did do that once.
Really?
Where I dropped leading into my birthday from August 1st all the way.
Wow.
Yeah. I be doing big things apparently. And I almost
People are waiting for you.
And I almost didn't do it, but you know, the fans, I'm just kidding. The people requested. So.
Period.
Give the people what they want.
Exactly.
And thank you for doing so.
You're welcome.
I'm waiting. Ready.
I can literally show you a teaser when we finish.
Please do.
I got you.
We got to see.
We have a celebrity in the building, y'all. We stop playing. Don't play over her name, y'all. Don't play over her name.
Never ever.
LOL.
I'm sorry. So when you were like, I want to see it, the first thing that came out was like, I see dead people.
Come on, K-Dot.
They not like us.
They not like us. They not like us. Oh, be home.
It's this way.
I'm good. All right. So to wrap up, I want to play a game.
Let's play a game.
So,
hey,
I'm gonna name a person.
Oh God.
And
no, for real. What? Crying. Stevie's crying.
Okay.
So I'm gonna name a person.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me the first question you would ask this person.
Oh God. Okay. Okay. Period.
That's good.
All right, you ready?
I'm nervous.
Lauryn Hill.
Why are you always late? Like, I know that the album is top tier. The album is stamped in history. But for the mere fact that you have no other one and you're still late is crazy.
Hey, she's saying this with a straight face, y'all.
No,
like it's not like a one-off. Like she's late. No. It's like every single concert, or it's getting canceled the day of.
Every time.
Like
Yes.
I'm like, babes, come on, Lauren,
yes.
Miss Lauryn Hill. I respect you so much. I promise.
And feel free to add anything.
That was fast.
Because I would immediately ask that.
That's real. That's real.
That's the first question on the docket.
Yeah, we can't follow behind that.
Mary J. Blige.
Can I have your shoes? Because them boots be stepping.
Yeah.
That boot line with Givenchy, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. If she can give me them glittery, them sparkles. Yeah, baby. But also, side note, completely off the shoes. How was it really working with that man? That man. How was it really working with that man?
Tea over spillus.
Because with the way all the allegations are coming out right now, like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, are we okay? Do you need to talk?
Hey.
She does.
Yeah.
She does.
Yeah.
She does.
Donald Glover.
How does your brain conceptualize music, but then also conceptualize television so perfectly? Man. The storytelling as Childish, R.I.P. to Childish because it's now over. Right. But the storytelling of that man, like how are you able to just be so funny, but then be so sick? Like, there's a lot. There's a lot.
I do got to add to that. He is probably the most slept on black creative that I can think of. He is just Atlanta. That series.
That was crazy. Yeah.
Is
man, right?
Legendary.
So
Legendary.
So good.
A masterpiece. I don't know.
Every episode.
Every
season.
Every episode was just a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Then he'll just go over to music.
Yep.
It's just
effortless.
Just beautiful. So,
and knowing that he started off writing for SNL on like 30 Rock. Like, come on now, bro. How the range is crazy.
Just got it all.
Right. Yeah.
Some people just got it.
Crazy.
Lupe Fiasco.
Ooh, where you, friend?
Man.
Where you at, friend?
Yeah,
we need him.
But you know what? I think he's going to come back and he's just.
I think he just dropped something this year.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. But he's going to just blow people out the water when he just decides just to jump back in fully.
Like, really, yeah.
I want to know how he's able to be mentally not stable, but mentally, like, I know a lot of people call him a one-hit wonder. And he's not. Really? So, like, how are you able to still put out music with having people like telling you that you're not, like, this is not as good as always the show goes on? Like, how is that? How does that feel? Because as an artist, that is your baby. Like, music is your life. So, like, having those people tell you that, I wonder how he still perseveres and keeps dropping stuff.
Vince Staples.
Oh my gosh, he is so funny.
Vincent. If you would gladly, do you need an extra? Right. Do you need a love interest in your show, babe?
Yes,
because I know I heard season 2's coming.
Yes, it is.
I'm available for anything you need. Both professionally and personally. Thank you.
Another person that is slept on. Just uber creative. Facts.
I love these people you're asking me about. These are not people I thought you were. Okay, period.
Uber creative.
You might. I think you don't really like this one.
Okay.
Kehlani. I already knew. I had to have her on the list.
Yeah, another creative.
She froze and fell.
The thing about Kehlani Ashley Parrish is that I don't want to interview her because I would not be able to function. I know
so extra.
I know so much about her.
You know what I think your question was going to be?
What?
Will you marry me?
No. I mean, we're already married, so why would I ask her that? I've asked her that 3 times already. We're locked in, babe.
It's done.
But in a real question, if I had to like actually sit there and do an interview because my job told me to do it, I would say, especially with how outspoken she is about the genocides around the world, I would say how are you able to create your artistry and still be an advocate? Because a lot of people are not able to do that effortlessly. Well, because being an advocate, especially for these genocides, free all of these people who are being devastated right now. But like, she mentioned how she lost deals, she lost team members, she lost so much that were supposed to come out with this specific album that was rolling out because she decided to just get on Instagram and say free Palestine, free Congo, free Sudan.
Insane.
How, like, why? Like, why do you choose to be an advocate even though you lose so much?
Understanding the cause, right.
But again, I don't want to interview her because I would pass out.
Another amazing artist. Amazing.
Your mother.
Oh,
that's cute.
I would say, wow.
Take your time.
I'll feel.
It's okay.
I would say, am I making you proud? Only because like my mom has done everything for me. Like she was a single mom. Like anything I had my heart's desire in, from soccer to cheerleading to being a lawyer, and then completely changing and being like, babes, I'm going to be a radio personality. Right. She has just supported me in every single avenue, whether it was good, bad. Like, so it's like, am I making your legacy worthwhile? Like, am I creating a momentum that is making you like, okay, I did good? Like, that's probably the first question. And probably the only question, because after that, there's I probably will be crying by then. Right.
Oh,
gosh.
Aw. That was so sweet.
We had to. So this is the last one on my list. Feel free to add any if you guys have. The Ghost Podcast.
I would ask, where do you guys want to see this going? Like, how big is the Goats Podcast? What's the next big thing that y'all want to have the Goats Podcast facilitate or have under your belt?
That's a good question.
That's a good one.
Yeah, we kind of talked about that at the beginning of the year.
Yep.
Yeah.
We had like an early year roundup,
but like big level, like if you had the funds, the money, the team, what would you do
now
with Goats Podcast?
If we had the funds, a tour.
Yeah,
that'd be sick.
Tour. Yeah, because I always wanted to like personally go on a tour with the artist myself, like to be able to like capture behind the scenes and those type of things. But I think like, I mean, I know there's a group, I think in London, that have done podcast tours.
Yeah.
And people are doing podcast tours.
The Ish and Giggles podcast.
Yep.
That'd be so cool.
So like,
I had to bleep that one.
So like to be able to like go on tour as a podcast, and like
that'd
talk to
fun.
people like local artists or creatives in the specific cities that we're going in that'd be crazy.
I agree.
That'd be crazy.
You know, with that, you know, I love what I love about this is it's selfish for us because we get to pick the brains of so many creative people, and we learn so much about creativity, the process of creativity, but yet we share it with the world. So it's just dope being able to share artists with the world, but yet we get to learn.
Yeah.
So it's double-edged. So if we could go on, like you said, go on a tour and be able to share with the world these great artists of Grand Rapids or whatever city we're in, but also learn for ourselves, that'd be dope. So.
Sophie?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like being in a box. So I think if anything, like a tour, anything beyond that, like I'm open to any and all things. It's kind of hard to put like an idea of what it could look like or what I want it to be, because there are so many team members. You know, we're kind of a big team with 5 people. So, you know, I definitely would want it to be like a group decision, but I'm open to anything. A tour would be sick. Yeah, that'd be even if it was like a little mini tour.
Yeah, like a Midwest tour.
Like little
area.
Oh yeah, that'd be amazing.
Is it
feels like 5 states?
Is it giving next summer? Yikes! Am I manifesting for y'all? Period.
That'd be cool.
That'd be wonderful.
And I'm gonna put the man that's now on the mic.
I was literally about to look right at him.
Hop on here, Dave. Answer this question for us.
So, producer's talking.
Be a producer, Mike.
I guess, like, for me, obviously, I think I, like, want to upgrade to doing video and all that stuff. Absolutely. I think if we get as big as, like, what did you say?
Ish and Giggles.
Ish and Giggles. Yeah. It'd be great to do tour. But I would love, I think it'd be something that'd be really interesting if we had, like, on top of the things that we already do, but like if we had like a magazine,
that'd be cool.
And like elevate the stuff in the sense of like we have the podcast, we have an editorial type thing, but then like of elevated fashion, because I feel like when we come together and we're taking pictures and it's just, I don't know, adding some fashion layers to it.
I'd be finding pics, finding fits just for these.
Facts, that's a really good idea.
Yeah. So like, just kind of like upping the artistry in general, and just like really elevating it to maximum.
You on to something with that one?
Facts.
I like that.
I agree.
Facts. Y'all got any other names y'all want to throw out?
Nope.
Dave, any other first question names? No.
Those were great.
Those were really good.
Appreciate it.
We are so honored and so happy to have you.
I'll just have to say this is like top 3 podcast for me. out of all the ones that we done.
A top.
Wow.
Just letting you know that real quick.
Obviously.
Talk about it.
Wow,
Talk
I'm
about it.
humbled and honored. Wow.
We are also humble.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's all I got for you. That's all I got.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for wanting to talk to me. This is crazy.
You already know we love you, so
Love y'all.
thanks for coming.
Anything you want to plug that you're doing,
Yes.
happening, making happen right
And
now?
your socials, please.
I'm on Magic 104.9 Monday through Friday, 3 to 7. You can listen to me even if you're not in Grand Rapids in the My Magic GR app, or listen on the 105.1 The Block app, and just follow me at Lisha B Live on all social medias, because baby, I'm the littest person on the radio.
Boom, boom, boom. And then real last, I want to say shout out to Ileana for filling in. To
Yeah.
Thank you so
doing our
much.
behind the scenes
Appreciate
photography
you.
today. We appreciate you. Mary, we miss you. Come back to us
Where are
soon.
you?
And that's a wrap.
Bye.